Hey everybody, it's Jang here again from JangBricks.com with a look at the LEGO Mixels Series 2 Fang Gang. That is the name of the tribe. And I'm looking at all three of them here. We've got on the far left, Gobba, G-O-B-B-A, comes with 57 pieces. Chomly in the middle comes with 68 pieces. And on the right is Jawg with 61 pieces. Chomly is the Fang Gang member who comes with a Mixel included with that set. So there you've got the one with the 1x2 little slopes down at the bottom and a very cuboid kind of design when you look at it from the top. There are only a handful of designs of these things, but there you go on that. Chomly himself is known to chomp on just about anything, including things that really shouldn't be eaten, including things that are too hard to bite. Therefore, he occasionally will chip a tooth, and here it looks like he's lost an entire tooth from just chomping down on a piece of titanium or something. That's why he's got a gold tooth in there. He's just crazy. He also eats stuff that stinks and is bad, and so his breath is supposed to be really, really bad. So bad that it's actually able to repel Mixels, they say. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, this guy looks pretty good from the back, actually. I think they did a good job of having a nice continuous just splattering of different colors and different textures that feel pretty consistent around this thing to me. It's really interesting, his hands, I would say, or arms with, I guess those are fingers or something on there. It's just a very different kind of look. Can't really pinch anything with them, but obviously you can turn them up. You can kind of turn those horns around, those small little barbs, to make slightly different designs with the way that the hands kind of are shaped, but there's not too much possibility there. There's not a whole lot that you can do with that. Also, the mouth on this one does not really open. It's what you see is what you get, and that's just it. Most of his articulation comes from his feet or his legs, and he's got plenty there because they're ball joints, both of them ball joints. You're able to get his foot all the way up like this. Let me see if I can get him to balance almost. There we go, right? See, foot way up in the air. So that's pretty cool. And you can make him kind of splay his legs about so it looks like he's gonna be waddling around, or you can make him look like he's just kind of running like a crazy madman. Just and his eyes, interestingly enough, are able to easily rotate because they're just kind of loose in there. You just rotate that around. Generally, he's not going to be looking in one direction, but if he does, it looks pretty cool. It looks like he's really, really attentive, like he's surprised all the time. But most of the time, his eyes are going to kind of wobble around, and he'll be looking out to the side, or he'll be going halfway cross-eyed. Let's see if I can get that. There we go, something like that, or fully cross-eyed. That's just a pretty major thing that he does, is getting his eyes to be all googly-eyed all the time. Gobba, or maybe it's Gobba here, I'm going to call him Gobba, is kind of the opposite of Chomly in that he has the discerning palate. So he is careful what he eats and tries to warn the others about just gobbling up things that aren't going to be good. So that's nice. You know, it's kind of the more refined Fang Gang member here. Very round from the top because of, you can see that he's got that round core to him. He's got a very wide base, the most wide base, I think, of any character of this kind of stature. And he has a lot of articulation, this one. So interestingly, he's not able to move his legs like all the other ones do, but he's able to move his arms because he's got the ball joints at the shoulders and go way up. He also has individual finger articulation, so he can kind of do a thing like he's snapping his fingers, I think. And you can also bring these inward pretty far. Can almost reach his face, not quite, but I think that you're able to get a lot of different expressions with that. This almost looks like maybe he's putting it up to his head like he's answering a phone. Hello? Anybody there? Hello? And he's got a huge mouth. Whoa! His mouth is so big that he's actually able to move his center of gravity back and fall backwards. So you have to be careful how far open you hinge his mouth, because it's his whole head and it's pretty heavy. And he has a wide base to him, with his feet being so far apart, but his feet aren't very long and they don't extend back. So that's why his center of gravity is easily able to move back. And again, with the tongue detail, just all the red on the inside is really cool. Lots of teeth with this guy, and you can see his teeth stay in pretty good condition because he is so good with what food that he chooses. He's also able to rotate at the waist. He's got full-on waist articulation, so very flexible this character is. That's pretty darn cool. I like that. And then I like these little bits up here that make it look like he's got either ears up there, or those could also be seen as his eyebrows. And then there's Jawg. This is a character that you want to look at from a little bit higher up because his eyes are on the top, and that's where most of the expressiveness comes in. If you look at him a little bit closer to the ground, you mostly just see the teeth. And again, interior mouth detail, very nice. Gosh, those teeth are so long and so sharp. And this guy can open his mouth however far he wants. He can just go crazy with it because he's got 4 legs. So that makes him extra stable, and also has this long tail. And you can bring this down, you can turn the eyes around. They are just posed on studs, so you can just rotate them around. And the feet can be rotated because again, it's kind of like just stud-based posing, so you can just turn them. You can't move them forward or backwards, so this guy's a little bit lacking on the articulation. You can turn the teeth around if you want to change things a little bit. His biggest kind of motion feature is his tail because it's so huge. You can turn that up. You can also put a different kind of complex bend into it where it's kind of turned up and to the side, or you can just go opposite to make it more squiggly like that. And while it's squiggly, you can also turn it off to the side for that kind of look, or take it all the way down to the ground. That actually makes him a lot more stable and just makes him, to me, it makes him look a little bit less excited. I think he just looks a little bit more calm as he can look. Maybe close his mouth down. There we go. A little more of a demure kind of look to him. That works. I like every single one of these a lot. So much so that I don't think I can personally pick a favorite out of all of them. I feel like I really genuinely like all of them the same. And as a result, this is my favorite tribe on the whole out of all of Series 2. Which is your favorite out of these 3 characters though? That would be interesting to see what the viewers think, if there's any consistent favorite, or if everybody's liking different ones, or if anybody else likes all of them the same as well. It'll be great to see some more different opinions. I hope that you'll post up a comment, and I hope that you'll stick around to check out more of my videos. More are always on the way, and I'll also be doing the Series 3 and whatever else comes in the future, as well as the max combinations. So check those out, stay tuned for more, and I'll talk to you again soon.